Hi, is this thing on? So y'all, after many years of promising myself I was going to start a YouTube that was personal to me and that, I'm looking at myself in the mirror if y'all wonder why I'm looking over here. That was personal to me, that, made me feel seen and just was a platform where I could say what I wanted to say, what I needed to say, how I was feeling, what I've been going through, do whatever I want, whatever kind of content I want. Vlogs, makeup, get ready, whatever. So that's what I'm doing. This is gonna be probably my official third attempt of starting a YouTube. The first attempt was a YouTube channel with me and my childhood best friend. And the second attempt, which you can see those videos down below, was me creating a YouTube channel around my professional life and my career life, and y'all, all that shit. I'm trying not to cuss on here too much because I don't know how YouTube do. I might have to just break all my YouTube videos mature audience only, until I learn how to clean it up all the way. But I'm gonna say what I want to say on here, and this is a platform for me to express myself and be transparent and vulnerable, and whoever's gonna hear me is gonna hear me. Like Tiana Taylor said, if it's meant for me, if they're meant for me, if they're meant to hear me, they will hear me, and I won't have to over explain or overextend myself for those people to hear me. So this is all I got, y'all. It's been a really tough and crazy year, and come along with me as I get my life together and really revamp myself to be able to do the things that I've always wanted to do, and God revamping me, you know what I'm saying? God rejuvenating me, redeeming me, and turning me into a totally different person. One unrecognizable to some and shocking in the best ways to others. And the haters, that's all. But that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for a complete transformation. And if you wonder my skin looks extra greased up, it's because it is. I just got done doing my skincare routine. My face has been having a big breakout situation going on. And I have an interview today, so I'm gonna get ready to do some makeup, and I'll probably be wearing a turban today. We'll go into the reasons I would do what I do. We'll go into, if whatever y'all want to know. I mention God a lot because God really got me here. But yeah, I did these cornrows the other day. If y'all want to see that, I can insert that clip. I did these cornrows the other day just to have something done to my hair, more protective, more just like I'm gonna protect my head today by wearing a turban. I'll be wearing a turban today because one, I don't feel like doing my hair. Two, I'm not putting on no wig. And three, I'm gonna keep these braids in for a little while. So yeah. So I'm just gonna put my turban on today and I'm gonna do my makeup. But in the meantime, we can have a little chat. Okay. So like I said, this year has been crazy. It's been very eye-opening. It's been a lot of lessons learned. It's been a lot of sacrifices made. It's been a lot of lessons, blessings, and miracles given to me. And somehow I still feel lost. I don't mind being vulnerable and transparent. But let's keep the YouTube culture and YouTube code on YouTube. If y'all do watch these videos and you know me in real life or you know me on a personal level, mind your business when it comes to certain things, okay? Like, let me just be. Because on here, I'm going to just be. Matter of fact, I don't have to ask you to let me just be. I'm just going to be. So, I guess y'all going to be too. But if you know me in real life or you knew me in real life, it is what it is right now. Okay. Y'all feel like y'all getting to know the girl. The woman, the young lady. How'd that go? Besides keeping it cute on here, I really honor the content that, I don't know if you guys know who Monet McMichael is, and if you don't and you're on YouTube, you should. Especially if you're, a YouTube girly. But She posted a video, you know, last month of like her mental health and like anxiety, how she was feeling and everything like this. And I really honored that video because it's like, no matter how much money you have, like she's in Forbes 30 under 30 right now. That's what I'm saying. You can't put people on a pedestal because no matter how much success you have and whatever, you still have your emotions, you still have your feelings, and you still sometimes can feel lost. And right now, I can resonate with that. Like, I'm feeling very lost and just like, what am I doing in life right now? And I'm just trying to pray about it. Y'all, I journal a lot. I get up at 6 a.m. every day and journal. Right now, I just started this journal not that long ago, but we already some pages in, and I've already journaled like 2 to 3 pages today, which is not really in my normal mood or whatever, like far as like journaling. This is that Thread brand from Target. Trying to figure it all out. And I know like they'll tell you like God did not say you have to have it all figured out. Like God did not tell you that. Like these are the things we make up in our mind, and then we try to make ourselves accommodate to it. Like far as like, yeah, God did not tell me that's a whole nother question. Something just came to me. Like, I do not like when people, this is a side note, y'all, and y'all get used to how I talk on here. I talk a little bit all over the place and then bring it back to the main point that I was talking about in the first place. But anyways, somebody cannot tell you what God told you. That's a message. Like, I had somebody try to tell me, oh, God did not say that. Yeah, God didn't say it to you. God said it to me. And this is another reason why it's important to keep your goals and the stuff you have planned and just working on to yourself, because people are going to project. Like, and yes, I'm going to blame my finger. So if that's going to make you cringe, bye. Because I don't care. So yeah. I'm just going to blend out because I have all this skincare on and like you can see the shininess of it. That's why I'm gonna just blend my finger, because I want it to look very natural and I don't want it to look like I just slapped a pound of makeup on top of my face and I just look greasy and covered in makeup. So that's why I'm just gonna do like a little cover up situation like this. But yeah, it's been a long year, and I still have faith that this year is gonna be a beautiful year. Like, I still have faith. I still feel like, there is hope for everything that I'm going through right now, and God get the last say so. I'm hoping that I'm proved right, and everything still works out in my favor, even though we are now in the last 30 days of the year. That's my prayers right now. Like, I've literally been writing in my journal all day because, like I said, I still have faith. Like, when I write my journal, y'all, I write. I usually use colored pens, but my colored pens have been disappearing, so I usually use purple. But I had to go to pink, and then pink turned into black, so I've been using black. But black stands for transformation and rebirth, so it's okay to write in black. Purple I was using because it's my favorite color. But these 3 pages, or no, these 2 pages, this page and this page are all prayers and just conversations with God from today. And don't judge me. We still out here with it still work, right? Oh shit. You know what this is? I'm gonna use this little bit I got on here, but I forgot. I do clean like these little tips and stuff with alcohol. And I sprayed this with alcohol and closed the top without doing nothing else to it. So yeah, and don't be talking about how I put on my concealer or nothing. We ain't doing that. I'm just putting it on. Because guess what? After I blend it, it ain't gonna even matter anyways. I just don't like how this is showing red. I have a color corrector, but I haven't used it today because I didn't want to use it. I just want... Bye. No, I didn't want to use a color corrector. But yeah, y'all, like, I'm just really trying to focus and get my mind right. But yeah, y'all, like, I've just been feeling very, like, that's why I said I resonate with Monet, because even though, like, people on the media, people who know me in real life, they see me be a hairstylist and an Airbnb host. They see me become a realtor. They see me, after I became a realtor, they see me, you know, they didn't see me. Actually, after I became a realtor, oh yeah, they did see me. I started, you know, I published some ebooks, I published some courses, and y'all, it turns out I don't want to be one of the business gurus online. Like, if you want to know some business, we could chat. We can even chat about it on YouTube. Like, I'll just give y'all free game. Who cares? But I am not trying to be one of the people that's trying to sell my ebook and my courses on Instagram every day. You know, if I have a product, if I ever create a product and people purchase it, that's one thing. But like, I don't want to, you know, make that my life. Like, trying to, whatever. Like, I love helping people by telling my story. I love, you know, being of service in that way. But I don't feel like, you know, that's a path that's, one, for everybody. And two, like, it's just, I'm not gonna say it's oversaturated, because if God sent you to that room, it's room at that table, right? And like I said, I tried it. I'm gonna tell y'all the story of what's transpired over the last 6 months. Like, let's be real. I forgot what I was saying in my last clip. Wherever that thought was going, it didn't go there, didn't make it. God redirected it. So here we are. Since this summer I took my first road trip. Look what y'all did, y'all. Don't judge me. I told y'all not to judge me. I'm doing what I want. But this summer I took my first road trip to by myself, my first solo road trip. Not my first solo trip, but my first solo road trip. I took to Georgia. It was an 11-hour drive from Michigan. And it was very transformational for me. I ended up being able to stop at my great aunt's house in West Virginia, which is 6.5 hours away from Georgia. And I stopped there on the way there because I had seen some little storms in the GPS. And I said, well, let me go on and make a detour and stop at her house for the night until these storms pass, because I don't want to get caught in no storm on my first road trip. So yeah, I took a detour. When I took this road trip, it was supposed to be like me starting, you know, to transition into Georgia, right? Because I've been wanting to move to Georgia and actively, you know, making plans about it for 3 years now. Somebody started to choke up. Really? Y'all, I wasn't actually crying. I had a lash in my eye, thought I got it out, was still in there. And now I was trying to ruin my makeup. I took my first solo road trip, and that was great. And I really enjoyed it. Felt very empowered after I did that. I felt so much love. Like, I felt, you know, so much support. And so I decided that I was going to make another attempt to move to Georgia. And this is gonna be my last attempt. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, if it don't work out this time, I'm probably not gonna ever try this again, just because I've done it for the last 3 years. Third time's the charm. And I also spent a lot of resources doing it. I ended up going to At the time I was working at JCPenney's in Michigan, so like as a part-time job, and so I ended up going to the JCPenney's in Georgia to just to see the atmosphere, to see if it was a job. Y'all, like I said, I'm still looking in the mirror, but to see if it was a job that was worth, transferring, because I had asked my GM previously about transferring, and she said like it was a pretty overall, easy process. So, it was something that I could do. Y'all, I get this job. I end up getting the job to transfer. I literally walked in the building, spoke to the HR manager, and she was just like, yeah, we'll take you, tell them, to transfer your stuff, and we'll take you here as soon as possible. Like, I need you to start as soon as possible. We don't have anybody that will be working the position you're working, and we need you in here. So I, went back to Michigan and prepared to start moving, because I was going to be where the money was at. And they were initially they offered me the position at the price point that I wanted. And then once I started seeing once I see my first pay stub is when I found out they were not paying me that money. So long story short, y'all, I ended up working at that, getting my job transferred, and I just started working on moving there. Anyways, so I, go on this mission to change my life, to finally live out my dreams of living in Georgia. So I applied for an apartment, get approved, all that stuff. And my cousin, like I said, he was very, granted, my cousin was very helpful. He's always let me stay at his house when I come to Georgia anyways, and it's never been an issue. But I guess this particular time, the apartment ended up not being available until a month out, so he wasn't comfortable with the month. Then right after he told me that the deadline was 2 weeks, went to work that day. And mind you, I've been waking up my cousin at 2 and 4 in the morning to drive with him to Atlanta, because he worked in Atlanta, and take the train and some buses to get to the job that I was working. And it was 2.5 hours of public transportation. And I had some supervisors who were down to help me get back and forth, but I took a brief trip to Michigan. And when I came back from that trip, this is when everything changed. Like, their energy was different. They didn't really want to pick me up or drop me off to the house anymore. So I had to go back to using public transportation. Then my cousin had told me that I couldn't stay past 2 weeks. And I'm like, how am I going to keep this job, work this job, and get back and forth 2.5 hours away? Not even 2 hours away. It was 2.5 hours public transportation. The position was only like 45-minute drive from where my cousin stayed. So, so it was just like all these different situations transpiring. But regardless of all of that, I'm very grateful for my cousin allowing me to stay as long as he did, because if he wouldn't let me stay as long as he did, I wouldn't have found out that like I couldn't transfer that position to that JCPenney and, rely on this as another source of income, because it wasn't a sustainable position, and it wasn't, it wasn't for me. So anyways, yeah, like I said, I was grateful for, everything that I was allowed to do while I was there. I made this thorough plan about getting the job, going back to school, like how everything was going to work out. And like, they say we plan and God laughs. So I'm like, okay, God, you lead the plans, because I don't know. Like, I gave it all I could give. I was getting up at 2 and 4 in the morning. I was doing side hustles while I was there, on top of working 8-hour, 9-hour, 12-hour shifts at a retail shop, a retail store, which 12-hour shifts at a retail store is like unheard of, unless it's holiday time or we're coming into it. And I end up getting fired from there before holiday time. So yeah, like right when holiday time was about to hit. So it was just a mess, like far as like the way I was feeling, like, after everything happened. Like, I tried to keep my spirits up. I, kept praying. I felt like, okay, well, God just got me out here. Like, I felt like you led me here, because every step of the way I was confirming with God. I'm like, okay, if I get this job, if I'm able to sustain myself, y'all also put this around my lips, like as a lip liner, don't judge me. Because I ran out of the eyeliner, and then I just thought to do this one day, and it actually looked cute and worked. So I've just been doing it ever since. But yeah, so I've been, you know, I felt like I had gave it my all. I'm like, I gave this my all. Like, I was getting up early in the morning. I was not making any excuses of why I couldn't be to work 15 minutes early and still taking 2.5 hours of transportation. Like, I was still showing up, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I felt like I was left out in the dust. Like, even now, I'm just kind of like, okay, God, like, my faith is being restored. Like, God, restore my faith. Like, it's being restored, and I feel that, and I've been journaling. Like I said, I didn't even stop journaling. When I was feeling like this, I did not stop journaling. Maybe a day, but not like consecutively. And I'm just like, this, you know, like like I was feeling tired. Like I still am feeling tired. Like I'm still feeling like, I don't even know if I could put it into words. Like I'm still feeling like, you know, like, God, what are we doing? Healing generational trauma and healing generational curses and moving on my life. Like was my goals of moving. That was my goals of moving. Anyways, but yeah, so it just seemed like, and then my dad, you know what I'm saying, telling me that the guest room wasn't available for me anymore. It just all felt getting fired, and my cousin telling me I couldn't stay anymore. Like it all just felt like rejection, 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 back to back. And so I kept telling myself, like, rejection is protection. Like, rejection is protection. Like, don't take it personal. Don't think that, you know, God forgot about you. Don't think any of those things, because, like, you know, that's not the truth. Like, after all that happened, I was feeling very alone, and I was feeling very rejected, and I felt like, you know, there was no family that I could really talk to. There was nobody to really confide in or be transparent and vulnerable with that would actually help me or, like, you know, support me. And I started talking to God. And so then after I talked to God, God said, go talk to YouTube. Because I've been wanting to be a content creator for years now. And like years, like 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10. Yeah, maybe 10. So it's like, I've been wanting to do all, truck, really? Pull off. I've been wanting to do all of this for a really long time and just have it be a platform where I can be free. So this me being free. This me just communicating and talking to y'all and telling y'all what's going on in my life and tell my business a little bit. Not all my YouTube videos will be like this. This is just the one that kind of just wanted to update y'all, let y'all know who I am, what I'm going through right now in life, and pick up from there, and y'all be able to see most of everything from there. The things I decided to share, rather, because, you know, social media can get a little crazy. But yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video of just getting to know me and just like chit-chatting with me and me kind of giving you guys an update of where I'm at now and what I have going on. And if you made it this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm so grateful that you watched this. I hope, you know, this is an inspirational thing for you, and that, you know, that you feel like you can overcome anything, and that you're not alone in whatever you're going through, and that everybody's going through things. So don't ever think you're isolated or alone in your situation. And I hope this made y'all want to come chat and chill with me again. Okay, see y'all later. Bye.